Hello, dear viewers, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. It's wonderful to have you joining us once again. Today, we're diving into a fascinating intersection of British royalty and the world of professional football, a story that brings together the heir to the throne, Prince William, and one of England's most recognizable sporting figures, Marcus Rashford. Specifically, we'll be exploring the recent high-profile transfer of Marcus Rashford to Aston Villa, and examining the persistent questions surrounding whether the Prince of Wales, a famously devoted supporter of the club, played any part, however subtle, in this significant move. It's a topic that has certainly sparked discussion, blending royal protocol with the passionate world of football fandom. Before we delve into the details, if you enjoy keeping up to date with royal news and insightful commentary, please do take a moment to click that like button and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support truly helps us continue bringing you these stories. Now, let's set the stage. The connection between Prince William and the Birmingham-based football club, Aston Villa, is not a fleeting interest. It's a long-established and very public allegiance. The Prince of Wales has never been shy about his claret and blue loyalties. Over the years, he has been frequently photographed attending matches at Villa Park, often displaying genuine, unbridled enthusiasm from the stands cheering goals, lamenting near misses, and sharing the experience on occasion, even with his own children, like Prince George. His support isn't merely nominal. It appears to stem from a genuine passion for the club, a commitment that has endured through various seasons and club fortunes. He's spoken openly about his reasons for supporting Villa, sometimes citing a desire to follow a team with a great history that wasn't necessarily one of the universally dominant giants when he was choosing his colors. This makes his connection feel authentic to many observers. On the other side of this narrative is Marcus Rashford, MBE. A household name in English football, Rashford has spent his entire senior career, until this recent move, playing for Manchester United, one of the world's biggest clubs. But Rashford is known for more than just his exploits on the pitch. He has garnered widespread respect and national recognition for his powerful advocacy work, particularly concerning child food poverty in the United Kingdom. His campaigns have prompted government action and shone a crucial light on significant social issues, earning him immense public admiration and, indeed, formal honors. This brings us to the existing link between the prince and the player. Prince William and Marcus Rashford were not strangers prior to this transfer saga. Their paths crossed formally and publicly back in 2021. It was during an investiture ceremony held at the historic Windsor Castle where the Prince of Wales had the distinct honor of presenting Marcus Rashford with his MBE Member of the Order of the British Empire. This award was specifically granted in recognition of Rashford's remarkable services and tireless campaigning to ensure vulnerable children did not go hungry, especially during school holidays. It was a significant moment, highlighting a shared interest from different angles in societal well-being and youth welfare. This established acquaintance, rooted in mutual respect, shown during that formal occasion, naturally adds a layer of intrigue to the recent transfer news. So the scene is set. A future king who is a die-hard fan of Aston Villa, and a high-profile player, already known to the prince, making a major career decision to join that very club. Marcus Rashford's transfer to Aston Villa was a significant event in the footballing world. After much speculation about his future, Rashford ultimately chose Villa Park as his next destination, reportedly turning down interest from several other clubs vying for his signature. Given Prince William's fervent support for Aston Villa and his prior connection with Rashford, speculation inevitably arose. Could the prince have perhaps used his influence, even subtly? Might a quiet word have been exchanged, encouraging Rashford to consider the Midlands club? According to a source cited by GB News, the answer is a definitive no. Despite the seemingly perfect alignment of circumstances, the prince's beloved team securing a star player he personally knows and respects, this report asserts that Prince William maintained a complete distance from the entire process. The source indicates that the royal had absolutely no involvement, direct or indirect, in the discussions or negotiations that led to Rashford signing for Aston Villa. This assertion aims to draw a clear line between the prince's personal passion as a football fan and his official or even informal conduct. It suggests a deliberate effort to avoid any perception of interference in the commercial and sporting affairs of the club or the player's career choices. However, the narrative isn't entirely one-sided. Another perspective, mentioned by a source speaking to the Mail, introduced a note of understandable skepticism. This source reportedly suggested that it seemed somewhat unlikely that Prince William, given his deep-seated passion for Aston Villa, would completely resist the temptation to potentially influence such a landmark signing for his team. It's easy to see why someone might think this. Any dedicated fan, if they had even a remote potential connection or channel, might dream of giving their club a helping hand in securing a top talent. The idea of the prince perhaps sharing his enthusiasm for the club's direction or atmosphere directly with Rashford might seem plausible to some, purely from a fan's perspective. But this counter-suggestion is firmly rebutted by insiders close to the situation. These sources strongly maintain that Prince William consciously and entirely stayed out of the transfer negotiations. The prevailing information from those seemingly in the know is that the prince did not leverage his status or his acquaintance with Rashford in any capacity related to the move. The decision-making process, according to these accounts, remained strictly within the professional realms of the player, his representatives, and the involved football clubs. So, if not a royal nudge, what did drive Marcus Rashford's decision to choose Aston Villa? Rashford himself has reportedly provided clear reasons, focusing purely on footballing aspects. He is said to have been particularly impressed by the attractive style of play that Aston Villa has developed. Furthermore, the vision presented by the club's highly regarded manager, Unai Emery, was cited as a major draw. Emery has earned considerable acclaim for his tactical acumen and his success in elevating Aston Villa's performance levels and ambitions. For a player like Rashford looking for a new chapter and environment, the prospect of working under such a respected coach and fitting into a team with a clear, positive playing identity would understandably be compelling factors. These stated motivations center the decision firmly on professional and sporting considerations, aligning with the reports that external influences, royal or otherwise, were not part of the equation. This entire situation highlights an interesting dynamic for modern royals, particularly someone as high profile as the Prince of Wales. How do they navigate their personal interests and passions when they intersect with public life and potential perceptions of influence? In this instance, the narrative strongly suggests Prince William prioritized maintaining a boundary. While his support for Aston Villa is genuine and visible, the reports indicate he refrained from crossing into territory that could be construed as meddling in professional sports transfers, even when it involved his favorite team and a player he knew. This adherence to neutrality, if accurate, speaks volumes about the careful line royals often have to tread. Any perceived intervention, however well-intentioned from a fan's point of view, could easily attract criticism or accusations of impropriety or exerting undue influence. By reportedly staying clear of the Rashford transfer talks, Prince William avoided any such controversy, allowing the focus to remain on the sporting merits of the move. It underscores the difference between being a passionate supporter attending games, celebrating victories, sharing the ups and downs, and being an active participant or influencer in the club's operational decisions. The former is a relatable, humanizing aspect of the prince's public persona. The latter could venture into problematic territory. So, to recap the main points, Prince William is a well-known and passionate supporter of Aston Villa. Marcus Rashford, the renowned England forward whom the prince had previously met and honored with an MBE for his charity work, recently completed a significant transfer to Aston Villa. Despite the obvious connection and the prince's allegiance to the club, reports, primarily citing a source via GB News and corroborated by insiders, state firmly that Prince William had no involvement whatsoever in the transfer negotiations. While some skepticism was noted, suggesting it might seem unlikely for such a dedicated fan to remain entirely detached, the prevailing information asserts his complete non-participation. Marcus Rashford's decision was reportedly based on footballing reasons, specifically the team's playing style and the vision of manager Unai Emery. This episode serves as a small but noteworthy example of the careful balance members of the royal family must maintain between their personal lives and public roles, especially in an era of intense media scrutiny. It appears in this case the prince chose discretion, allowing his beloved club and its new star signing to proceed without any hint of royal interference. It certainly gives us something to consider about the boundaries surrounding royal influence and personal passions. What are your thoughts on this matter? Do you believe it's important for royals like Prince William to maintain a strict separation between their fandom and any potential influence, even informal, in the sporting world? Or do you think a subtle word of encouragement would have been harmless? We'd love to hear your perspectives in the comments section below. Thank you so much for joining us for this discussion today. If you found this video informative, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell too, so you won't miss our future updates and explorations into royal news and related topics. We truly appreciate your time and your continued support. Until next time, take care, stay well, and thank you for watching.